WPI captains Tyler Tilbe, Andrew Tanner, and Justin Marsh. And gentlemen, getting ready for a big weekend, but let's look back on last weekend. And Tyler wrestling up at 149 pounds. Definitely not an easy weekend, as you had 4 matches all against ranked opponents. Just talk about the competitiveness that you had this weekend.
Yeah, I had some really tough matches this weekend, some really good wrestlers across the board. Yeah, I guess all 4 of them are ranked. I had lost to the Roger Williams kid and the Wesleyan kid a week ago, so it was good to go back and get some wins. And then against the other 2 kids, I guess I learned some stuff I got to work on, but it was both competitive matches.
Andy, you bring all the New England teams in one spot, have a dual meet AA championship. Just talk about the excitement competing at that particular event.
So it's always a great event, the New England duels. All the teams are there. You get some really good matchups. It's a really good atmosphere. It's a really great time. We started off, we wrestled Southern Maine. We had a big win, and then we had to go up against the 1 seed Roger Williams, which is always tough, but I think we wrestled very well as a team and had a very exciting day.
Justin, obviously wrestling's a different sport. It really matters how you do at the end of the season. The dual meets are exciting, good to win, but WPI has really had a challenging schedule of dual meets, not just this weekend, but the North-South duels and just down at Roger Williams and at Merchant Marine. How has that tough schedule really prepared you guys for the rest of the season, particularly the season-ending championships?
I think it prepares us as best as we can. Coach always tries to load up the schedule to challenge us and give us the best competition. That's how you grow and get better as a wrestler. So I think it's really important that we do that, and I mean, it pushes you to your limits, it beats you up, but in the end, when it comes down to it, you're ready to go, and you can go all 7 minutes and even overtimes if it comes down to that.
Now, as I just said, ultimately the team wins and losses aren't as big as they are in some other sports, but this Saturday, a little different with the Coast Guard rivalry. You're only a junior, but you know about it through all the alums and things like that. Tell us about the excitement of getting to wrestle your arch rival at home like you guys will on Saturday.
It's always exciting. Last year we had a great duel with Coast Guard. Came down to the very end and we squeaked it out. Now we're up in the series by 1 win. So it's awesome just to be a part of something that's been going on for so long, and it gets really intense, and I mean, you just love it as a wrestler. It's great.
And Andrew, that's not the only match. Obviously, it's a super quad. We won't be taking on Southern Maine, as we've already wrestled them twice, but also good competition. Oneonta State and Plymouth State. Just talk about the excitement about getting wrestled home, a place that WPI has done very well in the Sports and Recreation Center.
Yeah, so it's great. I mean, anytime you have a super quad, you got all those teams coming in. It's going to be a great day, full of action, full of tough matches. Oneonta is another good team that we go back and forth with all the time, so that's going to be a great day. And Plymouth is going to be a team that has some good wrestlers that we're going to have to go in there and take care of business.
And Tyler, from day one, as you're recruited here, you hear about the WPI wrestling family. And this super quad is an opportunity that a lot of them have been invited back for dinner. And there's something special going on with the alumni connection. Talk about just, after WPI wrestling, the connections that you're able to make.
Yeah, so a lot of WPI wrestling alumni have gone on to lead very successful lives. They made really good lives for themselves, so they're going to try to give back to us by coming back and talking about what they did to be successful and what we could do to kind of better ourselves moving forward and going to get careers after this.
And is it always nice to see the freshmen with the wide eyes, about what these guys have done after wrestling here?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of cool when you get a bunch of successful people back in one place and knowing that you're kind of part of the same thing they were a few years ago.
Gentlemen, thanks. Tyler Tilbe, Andrew Tanner, Justin Marsh, WPI Wrestling and a Super Quad home Saturday, January 31st. Plymouth State at noon, Oneonta State about 1:30, and then the granddaddy of them all, Coast Guard at 4:30. We will see you guys there at Sports and Recreation Center. Thank you, gentlemen.